how important is SoundExchange, and what exactly is their role?
Well, SoundExchange is very important, and I really am so proud that, you know, this organization, it's a nonprofit organization. You would look at it similarly to Ascap and BMI, but they, you know, because they do collect on performance rights, but instead of representing songwriters and producers and publishers, like ASCAP and BMI and CSAC does, SoundExchange actually represents the artists. So the performing artists that's on there, they represent the featured artists. They represent, I'm sorry, not the featured artists. They represent the artists. They represent the musicians. And they also represent the master rights owners. So if you own the rights to the masters of a song, they will collect your digital streaming royalties from you. That's considered satellite radio, internet radio, cable television, music. And if anyone has been, if any of you are following my page, and Dean, as you know, I'm always advocating for, you know, Congress to help us push forward this initiative with making sure royalties are properly distributed out by these streaming companies, because for a very long time they were unregulated, and because of that they got away with a lot of advertising money that they were able to keep for themselves, as well as royalties that were funding their companies, and they were not appropriating them to the rightful owners, the songwriters, the producers. And now you have SoundExchange that is actually paying out to the artists.
Wow. So let's talk about, looking sideways here on my notes. So does SoundExchange pay the artist directly? Like who gets the checks? Because they don't represent publishers.
Yes, they get the checks directly. You can go and set up an account right now for free. You do have to fill out a bit of paperwork for obvious reasons, right? You have to verify who you are. You have to verify that you actually own the rights to those songs to be paid, or, you know, if you're a master owner, or if you're a recording artist, you have to prove that obviously you are that artist that's on the song, right? And you are able to collect your royalties just as a songwriter and producer does, and they pay you directly. And they do have master rights owners as well, can collect for songs that, you know, are being distributed and currently streamed. And they have to go through the same process, but it's a bit different, obviously, because they're more of a master rights owner than the actual artist that is being that is singing on the song.
Awesome. It's very important, guys, to sign up. All you got to do is go to soundexchange.com, sign up. It's free. You know, fill out the paperwork. And I've heard countless of stories where someone signs up and checks to see if their money is owed, and they've gotten $10,000, $12,000, $20,000, $5,000. It just sits there, and it doesn't hurt to sign up.
It doesn't. It's absolutely free. It's just a part of the process. Like, as soon as you publish your song on to any of these platforms, that's what you need to do. You need to register your song so that they could be, attached to your account, and you could be paid what you're owed, because you never know. Your project may completely blow up and you get extremely successful, and, you know, you're trying to survive off of the downloads that are coming in, but you have a whole nother side of publishing that has not been collected because you don't know. And, you know, there are not a lot of people out there that are going to call you and say, hey, I got some money for you. I found your money.
No.
So, you know, it's your responsibility to stay on top of it. And if you don't have the time, or, you know, because I hear that a lot, well, I'm busy, I'm trying to plan my shows, you know, I'm trying to work on other projects, I'm trying to work on our new album, I don't have time to do all this stuff. Okay, well, you know what? You can come on over to me. And let me help you out. And you know, all of my information obviously is at TamiLaTrell.com. For people to reach out to me, or, you know, I have people who find me on YouTube, and they can always send me a message if they have questions about scheduling a consultation, just as I did with you.
Yes.
But if not, you know, find someone in your family that is in the legal business, you know, or, you know, just someone who actually has the time, because this stuff is not hard. It's simple. Just literally reading and just following through what the instructions are. Their website is so informative compared to how it was before when they initially launched. Now it is like community, you know, it's very simple and easy to understand, straight to the point, doesn't really have a lot of fluff. It gives you the links that you need and the resources. And I think that it will really benefit all of you who are watching this video to make sure that you go and register. And they even have an unclaimed royalty page there where you can search their database to see.
Yes, ma'am. I was on there last week. Pretty sick. I was like, wow, they really stepped it up.
The list is ginormous.
Yeah, that means those people obviously haven't claimed anything. I'm like, wow.
And guess what? The SoundExchange has paid already over $5 billion out in royalties.
Yes, you saw that. I was like,
$5 billion. So if they've already paid out $5 billion, but you have all these other artists that are still
can you imagine
on the unclaimed list? I mean, just imagine how much money has been made and that's just floating out there.
Yeah,
you know?
This is for musicians, artists, comedians. I've heard testimonies of comedians signed up and they earned a lot of money.
Right.
And it's very important, guys, to sign up. So you did mention that your website is Tami LaTrell.
TamiLaTrell.com.
Social media is Tami LaTrell, Tami, right?
LaTrell.
Okay.
So the goal is to make sure that, you know, people really do their research. If they do have royalties that go back. Hold on just one moment. Let me see. Obviously, I love researching.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's between 6 and 7 years, like you were saying.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's very important to like I said, to sign up. And after 7 years, tops or so, that money is gone. He said, where does the money go? They're gonna keep it. They're gonna use it. It's none for profit.
Right.
So
right. Yep. So everyone needs to stay on top of that.
Yeah.
Go to the website, become a member, and especially recording artists out there too who are performing these songs. The issue a lot is that artists are like, well, I don't get a check from Ascap and BMI, but you can get a check from SoundExchange, so it's no excuse.
Yeah. What's next for you, Tami?
What's next for me? Thank you. So, and I just did a video about this as well. Just kind of like my plan for 2018.
Nice.
Last year I did a huge series. And the reason why I say huge is because I've gotten so many great reviews on it. But I did a video series with SoundExchange.
I watched two of them.
Songtrust. We're talking about SoundExchange.
Songtrust, yeah.
So I'm sorry about that. Let me revamp. So I actually put together a series with Songtrust. And through my relationships there, the series ran for about a month. And every Wednesday, I did a new workshop for songwriters and producers to really understand the importance of collecting your publishing. Even as an independent songwriter, producer, you're not published by a major publishing company, and even indie artists as well. If you're writing your songs or you're producing your tracks, you actually own a percentage of your publishing and should be collecting it. And unfortunately, a lot of people think that because they are, not signed with the major that, unfortunately, they just don't know. Some of them, most of them don't know. But there is a company, which is Songtrust, that actually collects on your behalf. They have super low fees. Actually, if you go to any of my videos on YouTube, there is a join link there, and I have a special discount for everyone who joins. But once you become a member, they literally take your catalog and start running reports just to see where money is if your songs are on all of these platforms, like YouTube. They have a relationship with YouTube as well, with the Content ID program, to find your songs no matter whose page is on. And once they match it, they actually go and collect for it. So I just think that the series was so awesome, and like I said, I got a lot of great reviews on it that really kind of shifted the dynamic of what I was doing and my purpose. And I've always been passionate about publishing and songwriting and so forth, and the business of it, but I really wanted to fine tune a system that would meet the need of the songwriter and producer like that when they come to my site. I wanted it to be less about me and more for the users. So I started, you know, my whole technical and digital media mind that I have, and the background in marketing that I have, I really started brainstorming on what I wanted my new site to look like. Nice. And so I'm just really happy about the layout. It's super easy and robust, but still informative and very simple to navigate. And also to contact me as well, because I have some people who, no matter what, you can put, you know, documents, videos, everything in front of them, but they like to have that one-on-one consultation. So I offer that. I offer understanding publishing more in depth. Nice. I also have a songwriter starter kit that I think is awesome, because a lot of songwriters, they start off in the industry and they don't know anything about split sheets. They don't know anything about the tools that you can use to help kind of organize your life and your creativity. And so I created just the starter kit to kind of get them on the right path with, you know, just getting started in the business. So I'm really excited about the site. It also has, you know, of course, my bio and my discography and who I've worked with and all that, but it more so serves as a resource. And then I'm creating a community as well for songwriters and producers from the site, but you obviously have to join and become a member, and you have access to be able to, you know, network with other producers and songwriters. Right. And then I'm also coming on every week to do a live Q&A, because a lot of people are having questions and just, you know, not necessarily know who to contact. And I just want to be that resource. So that's what the new site is. We're flipping it. So it should be launching probably by the 15th of this month. This is February. Yeah. So by February the 15th, I'm looking for the launch. Very, very excited.
Day after Valentine, huh?
Yeah, we're trying. And that just goes to show you just how busy. When you said busy, I'm like, yeah, man, Dean, I've been busy nonstop. Not to mention, you know, I still have a marketing agency that I run here in Atlanta. So I've just been on the move. I haven't really had time to do too much outside of just the priorities and the goals that I've set for myself for 2018. And I'm just really excited about it.
Hi, Tami, man. You said a lot of, important things. It's so important, guys, to sign up at SoundExchange.com. And if you're looking for someone as professional as Tami, you know, go to her website, TamiLaTrell.com. Follow her on social media. She is an amazing, as you can tell, super smart. And Tami, thank you so much for coming on here.
Thank you for having me.
And we both are in Atlanta, so maybe in a few months or so, let's try to catch up and grab a cup of coffee or something and
absolutely
bounce ideas off of each other and see how that pans out.
Well, sure. I look forward to it again. Thank you so much for having me on your show and your series. And I wish you all the best as well with your platforms and your artists that you have. Your tremendous artists. They are so talented. I got a chance to check out your website. Wow. And I'm just happy that you are really expanding and doing great things, and also serving and helping your artists with just making sure they're protected and that their music is promoted properly. Thank you. All the best to you.
I really appreciate it.
All right.
Bye, Tami.
Bye.
All right, bye.